actually readied up. So here we are. We will jump into the first match for today, and this should be an interesting one. Luke definitely, I think, is the favorite, but let's see how things turn out as Luke does get himself a little bit of almost a skirmish there, but it looks like he's getting both items here. This is quite an interesting start.
Yeah, and ballsy to come in with the plasma gun as well, as that is some epic defense with the grenade launcher. But yeah, I mean, ideal start to perhaps somewhat of a lackluster ending. I don't think that really went the way you expected, but he can at least pick up this yellow armor, and he's not done himself too badly, but he doesn't have a rocket launcher, and he doesn't have a lightning gun, so that could be quite difficult when it comes to defending some of these items, DDK.
Yeah, after those grenades, everything's a bit weird. I think KILLALOT could have actually been a little bit more aggressive, but perhaps not reading the stacks quite correctly there, because it does look like Luke still... It looked like he was in kind of control and that KILLALOT was very afraid, despite the fact that an attack in that red could have really yielded a nice result. But either way, KILLALOT, he's just going to play super defensively from now on. He has all the weapons at this point, so he does have at least something to defend with, but he really is lacking on the arm, and he cannot get caught here. And Luke going to hit that rail as he jumps across onto the grenade area there. And Luke is really gearing up towards that first frag, just running the items and playing it standard, and it seems to be going well so far.
Yeah, definitely. Some great railguns as well coming out from him, and so KILLALOT's been put down to pretty much nothing at this point. And in my opinion, any amount of time until the frag comes out, he's going to have to hit absolutely everything. And he is, to be honest, 3 rails in a row. And I don't know how that's actually happened, but finally the rail comes out from through the grates from the player in 1-0 up on the board here.
Yeah, I'm really
surprised.
surprised.
I'm trying not to say his name at the moment. Yeah.
It's a trap for casters, isn't it? It's such a trap. Either way, it was very surprising that KILLALOT dived into Mega for that yellow there, completely unaware that Luke was sitting there. So needs some more awareness to come in to avoid those really scary situations, as Luke is just trying to take pot shots at KILLALOT, not landing anything. But it doesn't matter because he's playing the consistent, the secure game with all the items being picked up. I like the rocket jump. Good deny from KILLALOT with the railgun though. And things are going to amount to another frag probably shortly because KILLALOT just wants blood.
Yeah, I don't know what it's with him, to be honest. He's definitely got the positioning right at the moment. That upper position above the railgun is definitely a place you want to hold when you're not in control. And if your player's just going to rocket jump at you, whilst it is a nice idea to try and surprise your opponent, at the same time, it's almost a guaranteed damage output if you are playing defensive there. And again, just KILLALOT just trolling the map at the moment and not really giving a care in the world. It's working out for him so far, but that mega help will go toward the other player.
Yeah, his style seems incredibly reliant upon him hitting shots because he seems a bit all over the place, and Luke is really making the right call here to just try and cycle items. I mean, this is one of those games where your opponent's taking all these like weird risks, so if you're just on the items, most of the time KILLALOT's going to be nowhere near them, so you're just going to be able to have a massive stack and play for that consistency, and this is what's happening so far. A lot more damage from KILLALOT, again, as you can see, but oh, very nice save with the rail there from Luke, as he manages to go 3-0 now, and both items are up, and KILLALOT will actually take the Mega. To be honest, if I was KILLALOT at this point, I would try to say, okay, this style is not working. I've got an item now, let's try to play for some more items, but he does get the frag, in fact.
Yeah, an awkward time to kind of get it really. There's going to be no armor up on the map, but at the same time, not the end of the world, as he does have full control and all the weapons to work with at the moment. This should be a kill quite clearly, and he'll be able to quickly drop down toward this red armor. Plenty of time to get towards Mega Health, and this is surely going to be a comeback imminent on the cards for KILLALOT at this point. So there's going to be no challenge from Luke at the moment.
Nice rail there. It's going to really push Luke away. And I'm struggling also not to use a scoreboard to read his name. But here goes KILLALOT.
It is a trap. You just can't help it. You just forget it to look for a moment and start.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Someone's going to say it. But either way, KILLALOT, he's winning the red armor now. And he has indeed started to slow things down. I guess he feels like he's in control, which he is indeed. And he's actually running the items much more securely now as he goes in for some more damage, a bit of pressure onto his opponent. Looking for those shots, has position still, can get to the Mega first, staying a little bit longer than maybe he needed to over at 50, just to look for more shots, which is always a nice move. And swinging back for the red, a little bit too slow, but it's okay. He's got a good stack, but good rail coming in from Luke. That might afford him some opportunities in the near future now.
I gotta say, that was a strange decision from KILLALOT to actually back away toward the Mega Health. He had 110 armor. He did not need to pick that up. He could have easily dropped down and denied the red and come back onto it later on, because obviously Luke with nothing, he won't be wanting to pick up the Mega Health. The first on his card would be the armor to keep him alive, but we are going to see another battle over this red armor. This time KILLALOT's there, ready and waiting. All the rock has been missed by Luke, and the frag comes out, tying the board here 3-3.
So KILLALOT's funky style at the start when he was out of control. At the moment, now he's in control, he's playing a lot more of a stable fashion, but this is proving somewhat annoying now. Luke gonna hit all the rails this time instead of KILLALOT, and that's gonna give him the frag, but he is quite weak. He has no armor, he's on the starting stack more or less, and KILLALOT gonna make the perfect drop in, stealing the red, getting the damage in onto Luke. So KILLALOT is setting himself up, 6 health left for Luke, and he's gonna fall. So KILLALOT 4-4 now, tying up the game, and things are looking good here. Oh no, that's so terrible. He had Luke in such a good position to LG him, but no, the rockets, my goodness.
I'm probably used to casting the top end stuff. That's the last thing I casted. These aren't bad players by any means. You can see some of the railgun shots they're actually hitting. They've got decent aim for the most part, but it seems a little bit random at the moment, some of these players, what they're doing. And yeah, just trying to wrap my head around it at the moment, DDK.
Yeah, and another fight will break out over this grenade area, and KILLALOT gets trapped over on that little roof. And looks to be that Luke's going to make the frag, but the spawn is good for KILLALOT, rewarding him the frag and the red armor as he pushes forwards for this Mega that is going to be spawning very soon. So KILLALOT in a fantastic position now. Look at this, they're all over the place, and Luke's going to just rocket himself to death as KILLALOT can now take the LG, put a bit more pressure on and swing back for the items. He has perfect amount of time to get back to red if he's not too slow, and it looks like he's going to be too slow, so not so aware on the items here, but he will find a frag, it looks like, which is pretty interesting because in theory that should have been a good situation for Luke to steal the red because it was a mistake from KILLALOT, but regardless, 6-4 now for these players.
I guess a bit of a double-edged sword, really, because Luke didn't really expect the KILLALOT to leave the red up. I think he expected to come straight down. That's why Luke was over there, and I guess surprised by lack of awareness, maybe. I don't know, but 6-4, as you say, so KILLALOT still in full control nonetheless, and we are going to see him pick up that Mega Health straight over toward the red armor, and again, just leaving that one up, and you look at the health stack KILLALOT had before, and it seems like at times he's just prioritizing the Mega Health over picking up armor when perhaps he shouldn't do. That's the second time now we've seen him do it, over maybe picking up a frag.
Yeah, and Luke can't quite seem to break KILLALOT's control at this point. He's had some fights, which he's won, but he's always so low afterwards and KILLALOT manages to get the spawn and then the item immediately that it never amounts to anything. So it's starting to get really, really worrying for Luke now as there's only 2 minutes left on the clock. They're going to fight over this Mega. The rockets are coming in from KILLALOT, the LG as well. The rails, not so good from Luke. He's looking for an answer. He's still trying to find that answer as he moves closer to the Mega Health. Lands a couple rails and will dive for that. So I'm not sure about that, but KILLALOT diving onto this red. Can the play from Luke? No, it does actually. I don't know. I mean, 8-4. I guess he's getting really desperate at this point. But
I mean, he had time to work with. He had 2.5 minutes left. I think it was a gamble to go in on the Mega Health, particularly with the railgun as well. You got to remember the reload time after you fire that is significant. So even though he hit all of his shots, there was just so much output coming out during that time from the LG that I don't know. He just really couldn't expect to do anything. I think he should have perhaps slowed it down a little bit, just give him the Mega Health and hit the railguns. He could have easily quite picked up 2 frags later on, especially with the spawns on this map. You know exactly where they're going to spawn, DDK, on the opposite side to where you currently are. So I think he had a bit more time to work with, and that's probably going to throw this game. I can't see a way back in as well. KILLALOT's going to be able to put out some defensive rockets here, and yeah, that's that.
I mean, it was an interesting one, as you said. Like, he went to the commitment on Mega and actually ended up dying, even though he hit 2 rails at the end. I mean, that's usually a spot where you're thinking about delaying with your shots, not going for a commitment to the death. Because in that way, with the delay, you can actually fall back, keep all your weapons, fall back onto the red, and that could have worked, but he just decided to go for it, and the desperation play not going to yield a result for him, and KILLALOT's gonna actually hold here. And it looked really crazy at the start of the game because KILLALOT, I mean, I guess the spawns were kind of weird. I mean, I don't think they really, stood still for a moment just to see where the other ones spawned, so they kind of ran into each other there, and it was a bit awkward. It ended up in Luke getting both big items, and then KILLALOT hit 2 direct grenades, and then it was kind of reset. It's just chaotic. But then eventually, when KILLALOT did get control, he was able to actually hold on to it for the rest of the game, more or less.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a case there of both players thinking they were extremely strong on the accuracies. You saw a lot of railgun come out from both players, particularly at the end there, just as we had watched the closing 30 seconds. And